Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be carrying on with Aether and Iron. We're in this new area. We're in Dreamland now, which certainly in Kleine Deutschland over here has a very Germanic feel, but we're heading now over to Ellis Island on the trail of Nellie. She's run off somewhere. Let's go track her down. Ooh.
I'm like a filly wearing blinders as I gallop towards Ellis Island, which is why I don't see Dufresne's night black ride until it's right up alongside me. He's looking distinctly worse for wear, if no less grimly determined.
Son of a bitch.
Found you.
Ugh, you again? Leave me alone, you drip.
You went and bruised my pride back in White Street. Afraid it's personal now.
I thought you were just after the kid.
Oh, I am. I'll find her and bring her home. You can tell me where she is now, like a good girl. Or I can dig it out from under your fingernails.
You'll have to run me off the road first.
Suit yourself.
Alright, so what we got going on here? This lane is vehicles entering this lane take Aether damage. Okay, not ideal. Now he's over there. He's going to take a fair bit of time just to get to us. I mean... I'm here and absolutely nail him with this. Oh, this one, yeah, my Aether. Where? I'll take one damage, obviously, but... Right, let's do it. Hey, you bum. From that, I might just leave him be. Hasten myself, and then we'll just shoot up here. Don't want to be in this lane, clearly. You can't jump over long vehicles like that. You know what? Let's just whack on a heal. Whack on another heal. Let's just see what he does, I guess.
Oh, these roads are falling apart.
Who's this? Guard? Guard for what? Are they hostile to us? A red outline would make it seem so. What's going on there? Road change. Caltroxin, maybe. Quite a lot of AP. Rammed him. That's not what I meant to do. I could zap him again. Just gonna get out of dodge. Gia topped up. Yeah, she doesn't have much AP, so let's just leave that. Coming in hot now. Oh, that's literally his turn. Okay. Doing this again. Boxed in. Guess we could ram him. Get there and shoot him with a pistol, but I don't really want to do that. I don't want to be in this lane, though. I could go here. No, actually, I want to be here, don't I? And I can caltrops there. Okay, Cress. So what is the... She comes here. And just that. It will hit the frame. In terms of healing, G could do with it. In his skill top up. That's what I think about. And that's pretty much it, isn't it? So... Okay, what's going on? Quite a lot of damage. What's going on in this lane? Just like 5 collision damage. 4 ether damage. And he's basic. No, I can't. Even though I've got 1 AP, I can't move back here. I think Crest should be able to kill him. He's got 3 health, so... Ram him.
Today you got lucky. Something else needs my attention. Besides, no sense killing you in such a public setting. We'll meet again, smuggler.
Can't kill this guy. He's got plot armor.
You better hope we don't.
No, it didn't. I thought I was waiting for it to do something. I didn't register my button press for some reason. What do we get? We get a tiny bit of scrap. Hang on. We get improved pistol, which is what I'm using. One of those and a match. Yeah. I guess we continue to Dwar.
Okay, where's Nellie? I suppose the main building would be the first place to look.
Ellis Island. See the old Statue of Liberty's foot there.
Passenger liners shuttle people in from all over the world, and smaller ferries escort them to their new homes in the city's baronies. Above the bustling hum of the ferry, I hear the distinctive ringing of a bluebell, making his rounds to collect fares. They're a common enough sight, but I never did get used to seeing children doing shift work. He approaches me with a smile.
Hello, miss. There's a nickel, please.
What's the deal with you bluebells anyway?
Well, we wear blue, and we ring these little bells to signal departure. Or make announcements to passengers like yourself.
Yeah, I got that. But how come you're all kids?
Couldn't say, miss. It's a good job, and I'm lucky to have it.
And what do your parents have to say about it?
Not much, miss. Seeing as they aren't around anymore. Will there be anything else?
What's the latest at Ellis Island?
You didn't hear it from me, but the hubbub is there's some disagreement between the Bengali League and the Dresden Coalition. They're both fighting for space at the docks on account of the war.
The Dresden Coalition? How's a kid like you know so much anyway?
Part of the job, miss. Spoke to a fellow from Calcutta the other day. Some kind of delegate, I think. He seemed real sore about the whole thing. I said to him, we got space here for everyone.
And what did he say?
He said this is supposed to be the land of opportunity, but some folk get more opportunity than others.
You think that's true?
I reckon he's right, miss. But I do believe New York can be a home to anyone.
I believe you're right, kid. What's the state of things in the city right now?
Everyone's talking about White Street, even up in the Heights. It's been a long time since someone took down a baron in broad daylight.
Did they say who did it?
I'm not one to spread rumors, miss.
It's okay, you can trust me. What's the word about the perpetrator?
Well, they say 8-Shot Rendazzo did it. She is the most vicious killer in all the lowers. I met some folks who canceled their trip to Randall's and Ward's on account of being so scared they run into her.
She sounds real dangerous. But you don't believe every rumor you hear, do you?
You think she's innocent?
You know how people talk. Maybe she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. What if she's actually a good person?
I don't know, miss. Seems to me you have to make quite a few mistakes to end up in that situation in the first place.
I think you've got her number, kid.
Let's pay him $1.
I hand the kid a nickel, which he deposits smoothly in the barreled coin collector at his waist.
I'll require change.
Much obliged, miss.
Right, let's get out of here.
See ya, kid.
Have a nice day!
You seem nice. Okay, what else we got?
Ellis Island's immigration hub, where the American dream supposedly begins. A lot of huddled masses. Not a lot of breathing free these days, though.
Just you wait about 100 years.
A shattered concrete base and a broken heel is all that's left of the Statue of Liberty. She fell into the well years back, and nobody's seen her since. Something about it reminds me of a poem I've probably forgotten.
Ozymandias, maybe? Look upon my works, ye mighty, in despair. I think that's how it goes.
The building's stained glass fresco bathes the cavernous space in multicolored light, sprinkling a surreal, numinous calm atop the human tumult. The immigration officers are doing their best to keep things civil amongst the din, but they look like they haven't had a break in hours. A few haven't even had a chance to shave. Banners representing some of the city's baronies hang like advertisements on a marquee, selling hope and prosperity to desperate newcomers. Too bad for them, it's all snake oil. Anything Customs raises their eyebrows at ends up here. I peer inside the crack of the door and notice the alarm wire, rigged to detect entry.
We've got a decent chance. Let's give it a go. Hooray.
I slide a knife into the gap and run it down toward the jam. The sharp edge slices the wire neatly in two, and I gently pry open the latch. A second later, I'm inside. Well, what have we here? Lying on top of a stack of conspicuously forged documents sits a shiny chrome pistol. I slide it under my coat and slip back into the foyer before anyone's the wiser.
Another one. All right. It might be worth some cash anyway. Oh, who's down here?
One family in particular seemed to be half asleep on their feet. Seeing the hardship of their journey, I'm suddenly a little girl again, standing just where they are, feeling just as tired and just as scared.
Yeah, I can see Nellie down there with what looks like Colonel Sanders. So.
Scanning the crowd, I finally pick out the shine of Nellie's distinctive platinum blonde hair. She's talking to a middle-aged man I don't know. I make sure to keep her in eyeshot and keep my temper in check as I make my way downstairs towards them. Pardon the interruption, but what the hell, Nellie? Nellie spins, her expression betraying genuine shock at my sudden appearance. She's keyed up with emotion, her neck flushed, and her words spill out faster than she can control them.
Gia, why are you... Oh, Gia, this is Professor Alistair Gardner. I can't believe it. I thought he was dead.
It's her mentor, right?
As did I, my dear. When I woke up, bruised and bloody, and you were nowhere to be found. But we're together again, and that's what matters.
I know. Gia, isn't it wonderful?
Oh, hello, Miss Randazzo. I've heard so much about you already.
Got a weird vibe off him, but let's be polite.
Nice to meet you. Heard a lot about you, too.
Indeed, it was a pleasure meeting you. Now, Eleanor, don't you think we ought to...
It was extraordinary, Gia. He wrote in the radio show and left a secret message just for me. Between segments, they read personal advertisements. You see, the professor didn't use names, but I knew immediately it was him. I'm sorry I had to leave so quickly.
As she babbles, I cast an eye over her companion. He seems pleasant, if a bit fidgety, like he's impatient or something. What's going on here exactly? I heard about the attack at the Institute. Surprised anyone made it out.
So am I. A terrible, terrible tragedy.
But we're still here, and we're together again.
We certainly are, my dear.
The scholar seems reluctant to share more details about the attack. I suppose it's understandable. Who'd want to relive that? Clutched in his hand, I can see
Suspicious
a pair
of
of
him.
ferry tickets. They're close enough for me to read the words Olympus Gates stamped across the top. That's the entrance to the Heights. And those ferries aren't cheap. Gardner clocks me eyeing the tickets in his hand and smoothly pockets them. Going somewhere?
Well, of course! We've got to get back to Olympus Park. There's so much to do.
Indeed, my dear. And if we want to make our ferry, we better get going.
Wait a second. Nellie, you can't just leave.
But Professor Gardner...
You have to fix the well. And I just ran into our old friend Dufresne. Did you know he's still looking for you? You can't go back to the Heights. It's not safe. Nellie seems pulled in opposite directions, like she's stuck between magnets, her mind rapidly computing the factors separating her new life in the lowers and her old mentor who's suddenly back in the flesh.
Professor, Gia is right. I'm being foolish. I have to stay and fix the well.
I don't think these tickets are refundable, but if you think that's what's best, I know enough by now not to try and stop you.
All right then. I'll stay and finish my work. We've got a well to fix.
I wish you the best of luck. Please contact me if you need my help.
Professor, don't be ridiculous. You're coming to stay with us at the hole, isn't he, Gia?
Oh no, I couldn't. I won't impose myself like that. Don't give it another thought.
I'm getting awfully sick of people not listening to me. You're coming to stay with us, and that's final.
Gardner looks to me, shrugging helplessly. I've spent enough time with Eleanor Reinhardt to know exactly how he feels. We share a small half-smile. Hell, always room for one more. I'm headed there now anyways. We have lots to talk about.
Woo!
Okay, well, sounds like we're going back there then.
Welcome to the hole, Professor. It isn't much, but it's home.
How quaint.
We'll find you somewhere to stay. Oh, and just wait until you see my lab. Wait, I've got to clean up.
Thank you again, Miss Randazzo. I'm gonna get myself situated. I'll see you both very soon.
As he totters off on his cane, the kid turns to me, her eyes sparkling like twin gemstones.
Thank you, Gia. I can't tell you what it means to me to have him back.
Enough to run off on me without a word.
Oh, of course. How thoughtless of me. I'm sorry, Gia. Did you get my note at least? Well, you did find me. I had no choice. I had to go. I thought he was dead. You understand, don't you?
I feel two spiteful wolves circling each other within me. The kid's lucid, pleading stare makes one thing clear. My next words will burrow straight into her heart. I better choose them carefully.
Think about... look after herself a bit more.
Look, I get it. If I had a chance to see my Zio Alfonso again... But kid, you're in it now, understand? You've started something that can't be stopped, and you're the only one at the wheel. I think you have to finish this, but you shouldn't listen to anyone, me included. Decide what you want to do, then do it. Nellie smiles, and my whole world lights up like fireworks.
Thank you, Gia. I really needed to hear that. Especially from you.
I got my moments. Nellie practically sprints off to rejoin her mentor, and I adjust my hat before setting off to visit our resident movie star.
Yeah, sure, let's go do that.
I'm about to knock on the door when I hear muffled voices on the other side.
Spy.
I lean my ear against the cold wood, snatches of tense conversation fluttering past me like crisp leaves on the wind.
And for the birthday bash, if there's enough money...
Need help now. How many more islands before...
Understand that, but if we...
Not good enough. I'm alone out here.
Oh, damn it, Sam, tell her.
The divide between the two erstwhile leaders of the underground seems to be widening. I'm no politician, but it seems to me they're in dire need of unity in their ranks if they don't want this campaign to fall apart before the votes are counted. I give the door a few sharp knocks. Apollo's face and his expensive aftershave are there to greet me when it opens. He ushers me in.
Sophie's agitated. You heard her, Sam. The situation is becoming more unstable, and Mom's birthday is only days away. We have to move.
Sophie?
Sophie Seltzer, leader of the Does and our mole in Dreamland. Sharp as a switchblade, but thankfully she's with us. And she needs my help dealing with Mom now.
Look, I agree, Mom is a loose bolt who wants tightening. The Aethenians are the only thing holding that monstrosity up in the sky. And I can't say the labor talks are going great. But you saw the girls' demonstration. We can't ignore the well.
You know what I can't ignore? The pledge you and I made. You remember, don't you? The strong, the weak, the worthy, the meek, etc.
Should I come back later? Apollo and Sam deflate, letting their hackles down like a pair of chastised dogs.
Sorry, Gia. We tend to get carried away. How'd the meet with Killmeyer go?
I want to know more about this Sophie of yours.
Sure. You ever heard of a fellow called Dropper Brody?
You saying she was the one who finally got the drop on him?
Nothing gets by you, darling. Finnegan Drive, the Peony Parade, even the baseball debacle in 33, all Sophie. Every one of the city's sleazy urban legends involves her in one way or another. Suppose that's why I like her so much.
Sounds like she and I are cut from a similar cloth. But how can you trust her?
I'm running a rebel cell, Gia dear. How can I trust anyone? Everything eventually comes down to needs and wants. She wants Mom gone. So do we. For now, that's enough.
I want to know more about this situation with Marm. What's she up to exactly?
She's expanding her territory recklessly and amassing huge wealth for her birthday bash. At a great human cost.
Which is why we have to act quickly.
What do you mean? What human cost?
Well, she's taken over entire islands and grafting them onto Dreamland. Blackmail, extortion, force. Nothing's beneath her. We're not sure where she's getting the technology she uses, but whenever she absorbs an island, people die.
What kind of technology is Marm using?
It's far too powerful for simple black market refits. It has to cost a fortune to do what she's doing. Meaning it's specialized. The kind of kit nobody in the lowers has ever seen.
So where's she getting it from then?
Oh, that, Gia darling, is the million-dollar question. And you've got to help us answer it.
The meet with Killmeyer went well, I think. He says he can get the Aether core. But he's asking a king's ransom for it.
Damn. Maybe we ought to just steal it from him.
Killmeyer has connections with people that don't exist, who get supplies from places nobody can find. Marm may have embarrassed him, but that's only made him more dangerous. And we don't have a mole in his camp like we do with Marm.
What he's asking... it's ludicrous. I'm rich, darling, but I'm not that rich.
Are we going to ignore the girl's warning about the well?
People are dying, Sam. We can't just stand by.
So what do? Countless more lives will be lost if we don't consider the bigger picture. We need to reprioritize our plans.
Interject.
I'll say this much for sure, gents. We don't just sit here flapping our gums about it. Apollo looks ready to lash out at me. But at a stern look from Iron Hand, he thinks better of it, and the pair cross their arms in unison. The squabble that had been building like a storm front above our heads dissipates. They fume silently for what feels like an eternity. I mull over their words, and the image of Marm wading through piles of gold, snatching up other baronies like a shark swimming through crowded waters. Then it hits me. Wait a second. You said Marm's loaded, right? Gold, treasure, the works? They nod at me in sync, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Let's steal it. They stare at me, then at one another, dumbfounded. In an instant, they snap into focus and lean in close as they weigh the risks in hushed, excited tones.
Not as crazy as it sounds, Sam. She might be onto something.
It's robbing Peter to pay Paul, but might be our best shot. Killmeyer's on the alert, but Marm's not. She's distracted. We can use that.
And she can't keep expanding without capital. We'd stop her dead in her tracks.
The girl can fix the well.
And Marm gets a sucker punch where it'll really hurt.
So, are we robbing a casino or what? All three of us burst out laughing, and Apollo embraces Sam as he whoops with excitement. Their passion is infectious, and Apollo's eyes are alight with purpose as he clasps his hands together.
Ha! All right. Here's the plan. 1, I'll hook Gia up with Sophie. They can coordinate and figure out how to access Marm's vault inside the Pandemonium Casino.
2, we stage a distraction, grab the loot, and get out.
And finally 3, you meet with Killmeyer again and get that Aether core.
Well, what are we just standing around for? Let's get to work.
All right. These highlighted, but I did look at them previously. Should we try talking to Chris again? Has she got any more to say?
Hey there.
Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever heard you say anything positive about Dreamland.
That's because there's not much to say. Sure, they're not yanking up every able-bodied citizen for their war. Sure, they won't lock you up for having a bottle of booze. But they're cutthroats. Money's everything over there. They don't care who you have to step on to get it. So as long as you have enough scratch.
I'd like to believe they're not all that heartless. And last I checked, cutthroats is how the rest of the city describes the whole.
Don't say I didn't warn you. And try not to blow your wallet at one of their tables. Both hands on the wheel, yeah?
Make it snappy, would you? Till next time.
Oh, hello. See you.
Yes, we're done. Okay, let's head back to the hole. What's the next step?
Maybe a quick drink. Somewhere quiet to calm down before I head out again.
The pub open now. It is the root cellar or managed crew. I wonder if we can hire anyone else, because I've got a vehicle that's kind of sitting unused at the moment. Yeah, let's go there first.
I enter into the old tavern, one of the last vestiges of when this island had more radishes than people. Cress works at an old radio in the corner, and Thomas spit shines a glass at the bar.
This damn thing won't work.
All right, well, there's not anyone here we don't know, but I wonder if we talk to Thomas, I wonder if we can perhaps hire someone else. It's worth thinking about. Let's work our way to
Yes?
him.
Must be a shock, finding out your mentor's been alive all this time. If it were Zio, I still wouldn't believe it.
I really thought he was dead. He was caught in the explosion. There was debris everywhere, and there was blood. And he wasn't... If I'd stayed even a moment longer, maybe I would have realized he was still alive.
You couldn't have. You said it yourself. Dufresne was there, and he would have taken you away to who knows where. Would that have done Gardner any good? My assurance is water to a sunflower mid-wilt. She perks back to her usual sunny demeanor.
You're right, and I think he understands. When I found him, you know what he did? He said he was so relieved that I was safe. It was the most emotional I've ever seen him.
You and Gardner seem pretty close. If I didn't know any better, I might have pegged him as your dad or uncle.
He isn't. I mean, we're close, but it's not like that. Except, he helped look after me when I came to the Heights. The other scientists helped, but we were colleagues. Alistair was there for me through my move, and my doctorate, and even my birthdays.
What about your folks? You lose contact with them when you moved upstairs?
It's not that I can't contact them. I'm just not sure we'd have much to talk about, or if they'd want me to bother them.
Not the best relationship with them, huh?
It's complicated. Mother and father love me, but I'm not sure they always know what to do with me. Sometimes it's like I'm speaking Latin and they're speaking Greek. But when an opportunity to go to the Heights was announced, they still supported me, even if it meant they'd have to let me go.
I know you can't finish Daisy until we get you that core, but it's hard to picture you sitting around sipping coffee and reading a book while you wait.
Of course not, silly. There's still too much left to do. There's construction of the device, obviously, and I'm waiting for Professor Gardner's peer review to ensure I haven't missed anything. Oh, and I need to install the new materials. I'd initially improvised from what I could find, but Professor Gardner put Tiana in contact with his suppliers. It'll increase Daisy's range and stability significantly.
Sounds like a full plate. Scheduling any room for sleep in there, Professor?
Oh, well, it'll be very busy, but it's nothing I can't handle. We're on a tight schedule, and we're finally making progress. A few weeks of extra work never hurt. Goodbye for now.
What about Tiana?
Well.
Offer mission items. It's interesting. Well, let's go through this.
White Street's tearing itself apart right now. Must be cleaning up nicely from it.
Yes. They're in need of guns, food, safety. Things I'm able and willing to provide. And they'll continue to receive it for a fair price.
Exactly how long were you planning for this?
You planned for a storm cloud, no? White Street's been ready to burst for years. If Eli did not give it the final push, something else would.
She exhales a puff of smoke.
How is Cress?
She could be doing better. She lost a lot of people in White Street.
Eli is dead. I can think of no better consolation.
Were you born here in the city?
No. I am a daughter of Zagreb. My parents are of old Illyria. They brought me to New York to be a princess in the new kingdom of Croatia. It is a beautiful place, Giovanna. And an even more beautiful dream.
You're not telling me the whole story. Come on, spill it. Where are your folks now?
They're dead.
Ah, sorry to hear that. But I know how you feel.
I sincerely doubt that.
Really? I was closer to Alfonso than anyone. Then this city took him. You might run things down here in the hole, But you don't have a monopoly on grief, all right? Maybe I pushed it too far, but the easy, aloof expression Tiana wears like a favorite coat suddenly disappears, and her voice blooms with genuine warmth. She places a hand over mine.
I am sorry, Giovanna. That's terrible. And you are right. It doesn't matter who does the taking. Some gutter rat bastard desperate for a meal, or some suit-wearing demon from the Heights who never even knew your mother's name. All that matters is what they took away.
The Heights? What do you mean?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. Just be careful. The higher up you go in this city, the less air there is to breathe.
You used to work for Marm, right? How'd you end up in Dreamland? Tiana's elegant face splits, my question hitting her like a splotch of ink on pristine paper.
Everyone knows the stories. Marm's rogue gallery of super criminals. Her trade school and doze. For a young woman left with nothing. Dreamland was a piece of driftwood at sea. Tetka found me young, alone, and afraid. She saw potential, and I was eager to learn. It was, how they say, meant to be.
So why'd you leave? Sure, you've got a nice operation, but it couldn't have been easy at the start. Marm's doze would have had you set for life. Might have even been in the running to be Marm's heir.
And what of you? Your reputation may not be as clean now, but it wasn't always this way. Why did you never agree to be someone's pet smuggler?
I have no answer. None that she wouldn't know already, and she knows it.
Let's see what we can do with the mission items. I'm guessing if the stuff that...
I found some things that are more unique.
You know, stuff we don't need in our
Mind taking a
pockets
look?
anymore.
And pray tell, what diamonds in the rough have you found, Mishichu?
The liquor. What was the liquor for? I can't remember now, but I guess we don't need it anymore.
What can you offer me?
This is something I can move with ease.
$40, okay.
That's all.
Let's see what regular items she's got now. I'm gonna sell the nitro, I think. I can probably sell at least one of these pistols. They're worth quite a lot. Okay, what was... There was probably other stuff here I was interested in. I'm trying to remember what it would have been now. Probably the... What is it? Was it this? No, there was... something that pushed people, I'm pretty sure. Don't think she's got it anymore. Let's see it. I don't know. Thought she had, yeah, I thought she had like a big thing I could use to move people around. I mean, there is this, but I don't know. I kind of like having the double heal on Cress at the moment, I think.
Have a look. Dovigen.
Let's talk to Mr. Throg.
The old boatman hunches on his stool, kissing the wood and dancing cheek to cheek with an empty glass of amber. You all right there, Throg?
I was just...
He straightens up, eyes closed, resting his head on his shoulder while he puts together his next words.
I was just thinking.
Looked like more than that.
Ah, you caught me.
He resumes his position and begins to hum a sad old tune that reminds me of a place I'd never known.
What about Gardner?
The man sits sanguine at a table, sipping something warm while reading a book. In French? Nothing like some light reading. Getting comfortable?
Why, yes. Yes, I am. Thank you, Miss Randazzo. I appreciate you asking.
Not what you're used to.
No, but it's... I'm glad to be near Eleanor. And Thomas is quite the brilliant mixologist. Made me a tea cocktail I'd never even heard of.
Sounds foul.
He waits for some reply, perhaps some witty repartee about tea variety. I'm just going to have to disappoint. Well, if you need anything...
Don't worry, it's not your job to play babysitter. I can take care of myself. Thank you, though, for offering.
Alright, what about Storch Thomas?
I've got the other shipment coming in soon. But it will be later than you wanted.
Come on. Everything is late here in the hole. Why do you think I'm planning on dying here? I better get a couple more years at least.
Thomas, I will get you your spirits before the end of the week.
Perfect!
I don't think I would have survived Nellie without an inoculation shot from Thomas. Years of knowing the man, I don't think I've ever seen that grin of his drop.
Ah, Gia, you're back! Wow, my, why the long face? I've got something for you that'll be perfect.
He slides me a drink of something bitter and earthy with a side of peanuts.
But before you bury yourself too far, you might want to check up on Cress. Haven't been able to crack a smile out of her all day. I even told the story about the one-legged man from Schenectady.
I can't blame Cress. The story was funny the first time, but the 100th time? I'd rather drown in the backroom toilet.
Damn thing won't work.
She gives the radio a lovingly spiteful kick, jostling a box of tools and spare parts next to it. Finally, after several more expletives, the radio springs to life.
It's the bottom of the 8th. The Metromaniacs have the New England rails on the ropes. If Cookie Anderson can strike out one more...
Cress, covered in sweat, sits down on the floor and leans her head against the radio, listening intently.
Ah, it's still going. And Cookie's pitching still. I bet you $5 that he walks the next bat.
Cress gives a small smile and rolls her head to face Gardner.
I'll take that bet, old man. It's your money to lose.
And it's a strikeout! Cookie Anderson sends us into the 9th. If the Maniacs can hold on, they might have a shot at the World Series.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Looks like I owe you. But if you're still confident, how about another friendly wager? My rails against your Maniacs. I bet we come back and win it all.
Down one, with Butters Dickinson up next. Hope you brought more than that fancy suit of yours, Gia. Want in? Easy money.
Let's go with Cress.
You just love the rails because they always win. True fans don't need wins to support their team.
The Maniacs also win, Gia. They're gonna win tonight.
Your loyalty is admirable, but in the end, the result will be the same.
And without a single base gained by the Maniacs in the top of the 9th, the Rails are only down by 1, and it's up to Fatty McDaniels to win it for the Rails here in the bottom. Sweetbread Bailey is on third.
Now, I'd hate to punish a fellow fan over team loyalty. If you want to pull out now, I'll let you out of the bet. We can chalk this all up as a fun little game, nothing more.
Do we look like fake fans? Fight and die!
Fight and die.
And it's going, gone! Fatty McDaniels has done it! And Bailey comes home. Ladies and gentlemen, what a comeback! And here comes Fatty now.
Gardner looks quite pleased with himself as he nuzzles back into the pages of his book.
Sorry, girls. It was inevitable.
Okay. Just a little catch up with everyone then. That's fine. So we'll head back. We're going to pop in and get vehicles, though, I think. Do so. Too bad. We can have a quick look at our stash. Ah, yeah, we want to fit this. Yeah, this will be good. This will pair nicely with our doodad. I'm gonna just pop that in the stash for now, I think. So we got a little sort of store of weapons there that we can call upon if needed. Oh. Yeah, but let's fit out the flatbed with. Yeah, we'll just swap it with the one that does the projectile weakness, and for that, there we go. Rest of it all looks good. We'll pop the old part just in the stash there. This can just be sold. I mean, I'll keep. I suppose it's not a quest item, but I guess we'll just hang on to it for now. If we need the cash at some point, we'll get rid of it. Okie doke. Alright, well, let's head out, I guess. Off back to Dreamland. Hopefully we'll get a few more side missions and stuff. I enjoy doing those. See if there's any other areas to go. I mean, there's a lot of stuff grayed out. Stuff will probably open up to us eventually. Got a pandemonium then. I wondered if even though it wasn't marked, we might run into this thing.
Dreamland is a winding jumble of golden bands of light. Its islands thrown together like an overflowing jewelry box. As I come out a tunnel, yellow and black shadows dive into my rear view.
Wasps.
Hey sis, can you do us a solid?
Depends on the ask.
See Lucy over here? She just graduated, so we're taking her out to celebrate. Gotta help her earn her stripes now that she's running with the big girls. You look like you can take a hit. Mind if she wails on you a bit?
I'll drive you off the road if you try.
Oh, goody. Come on, Lucy.
Oh my god. Okay. What do we got here? They're 8, 11. What do we got here? Well, that's gonna destroy people. We got some people gonna take some collision damage. Tell you what, I can ram this one. Not the best use of it. I mean, these are only 8 health. Be better to ram these two. Alright, tell you what, let's put some Aether damage on you. It's 4, will leave me with 5 so I can ram. Into that lane. And it's going to split, right? I want to make sure I'm on the same side as Cress. So I think what I'll do is way over here. Cress. He's only got 8. So I need to... So we can do that one. That's 3. I think I can set this one on fire. And we'll drop back here. Round into the kill lane. And I don't want to end up next to Gia because people will ram us. So I'm gonna. Yeah, we could do with a heal. Tell you what, we come just back here, do this. Funnily enough, it doesn't self-heal, which is interesting, but let's leave it there.
That was too close for comfort. This place is falling apart, fast.
Oh, damn, that's big damage. Shoot us again, that was... Okay, it's our turn. Okay, right, well... 2, 5. Have they got any... They don't have a particular status on them. I'm gonna do... Yeah. Caltrops you. Shoot you. I'm not gonna kill you though, because otherwise you'll hit Cress and that would be bad. Instead I'll just come over here. How's Cress? So ooh, that's gonna take most. She could still ram though. She could do that where she is. She could do that from here. I think good little ram. Let's do a little heal. She'll get some AP back. Tell you what, just heal herself again. Just think she can't get that heal on Gia, fortunately. Let's just move down. Maintain some distance. Alright. Well, we're not doing too bad, to be fair. Right, okay, so... This one... I can't find my mouse pointer. There we go. This one's on 1. Okay, let's not do anything with them, because we'll hit Cress otherwise. So let's concentrate on this one. 6 health. I think we just... They're in ram, really, right? It's not a danger tile. I mean, we could actually kill them outright. I like it when they blow up. So let's leave that. In fact, I could drop back right next to Cress. And she could maybe give me a heal before she finishes this guy off. Let's do that. Alright, Cress. Tell you what, yeah, come here. This guy's going to burn anyway. We've got the ether burn on, so let's not worry too much about just killing them. Instead, let's give you a little heal. Yeah, and another one. Then we'll just move over a bit. Boom. And then this one just burns to death, right? Yeah.
Spoil sport.
Going pretty well. Let's see. Quite a nice load of scrap, actually. And a champagne bottle. Good bribe for heavy drinkers. Very nice repair kit. Another one of these. And another one of these. Oh, okay, well, we can definitely sell those then. It's not like a quest item or anything, is it? So let's just take all those. Do you have a garage? I'm going to head over there because there might be stuff for sale. Probably won't be too costly to even to repair. There's no car sales here. I was just wondering. tell you what, this won't cost too much, so let's just repair these. Have a quick look at the shop. Ooh. Gatling gun, heavy weapon. I've already got one of these, I think, on the prison transport, to be fair. Refurbished turbo engine. This is what Gia's using. But how much better is it than what Cress is using? Pretty good. Improved flamethrower. Okay, this is what this is what Cress is using. So this is a bit lighter. Cheaper to use. Does the same amount of damage. That is cheaper to use, is pretty good. Then we got this, which is... Oh, bulletproof panels. Okay, let's have a look. So this is pretty heavy. What's Cress got? Cress has got a decent amount of weight available, I think. Take less projectile damage. So I couldn't equip this to Gia. I mean, this would be the entire weight of the car. I could stick it on Cress's vehicle. Quite like that. And this is welding station... We've already got those. That's exactly the same as we've got, right? Is there any difference here? More expensive. Oh, heals all friendly vehicles in a small area at close range. Well, it would mean being able to sort of consolidate our healing into one item. Quite nice. Normal caltrops. Okay, so let's sell this. Probably hang on to that. I'm going to sell the poker chips though. I guess I'll keep the lockpicks. They're not that useful, but they're not that worth that much money either. So, I can't get into my stash. Okay, let's come out. Can I access my stash from here? Yes, stash? It does that. Okay. Store. Okay, so I've got up to 196. So I could get this and have 106 left over, which is almost enough for the bulletproof panel. So I think I'll just sell one of the lockpicks there. And then we'll buy... So what am I buying? I'm buying the refurbished turbo engine for Cress. And also the bulletproof panels for Cress, leaving us with $6. You'll probably sell the engine she's using at the moment. Let's fit those things. So we're going to put this one, yeah, straight B. The weight is going to be an issue, I think. That bulletproof panel. Okay. How much weight could I save? Need to save 5 weight. I mean, we can take off... I can take off these. Because she's not reduced. 3 overweight now. Aether proper. You know, I want to keep that though. I don't think I can use this panel. We lose a welding. 1 overweight. That improved flamethrower was lighter, wasn't it? It's quite expensive. Probably sell some of these parts. Just discard those changes. Can I definitely not access my stash from here? Let's see a way to. Might even take a trip to get that done. Yeah, I'm going to head back to the hull, and I'm going to bring out those sort of spare weapons and stuff from my stash, because I would like to fit that. How do I get back? Where's the ferry port? Here it is. Right, so we can sell this. This. Oh. Sell the basic shotgun. This grappling hook, I don't feel like I'm going to find a use for it. So I'm going to get rid of that. Keep this as well. They seem to be they're quite plentiful. I guess I'll keep these things for now. Alright, let's head back. So we're gonna sell. What does that get me? 199, and the welding station. It's 182, so we can do this. Okay. Buy that. Alright, let's see. So let's have this as the welding station. This is the bulletproof panels. Equip those. Pretty overweight. I guess we get rid of the welding arm. Oh, I'm still an extra one overweight. Did I buy the wrong thing? Bought the wrong thing. Didn't I meant to buy the flamethrower? I load. 11. How long ago is that? Okay, that's a couple of minutes ago. Maybe that's before I made that purchase. Okay, I think this is just before I did that transaction. So let's try that again. Sell. Where's my other stuff? Oh, this must. Oh, no, this is before I travel back to Dreamland, isn't it? I mean, back to the hull. Okay, I'm going to pause here while I do that all over again. Hang on. Okay, we're back again. Right, let's try this again. I also brought the machine gun to sell. I kind of figured that probably wouldn't use it. If I did, they're not that expensive. There's better guns in the game, clearly, so do that. Sell you. That's it. So we're going to buy this. Approved flamethrower. 153. I've actually got enough. If I sell the old flamethrower, I might have enough to buy that welding station anyway. Let's see if... Right, got the jump, got the refurbished turbo. And put in the improved flamethrower there. Put in the bulletproof panels. Drop the storage. I need 2 more. Okay, so that would... Okay, let's... Okay, I'm going to have to take this out for now. I don't want to have to discard all those changes. Take out one of these. Take out one of these arms. I can actually put the panel in. That actually works. I don't need the welder. In fact, if I was to fit it, I'd need to get rid of something else. But let's see if I can do it anyway. So we're going to sell you. Let's sell you two. 27. How much do I need? So okay, well, that actually would do it. Let's move you in. Buy you. 13 bucks. I could probably sell that panel as well. If I switch this for the welding station, I thought this was one. I thought it was one lighter than the welding arm. No. Yeah. Okay. Well, at AOE heal, it's actually like 1 point more expensive. Doing that over the two sort of single... Actually, it's not, is it? Because they cost 3, don't they? Yeah, actually, it's 1 cheaper to do this while I'm next to Geo, which I'd have to be anyway to heal. And it heals us both. So that actually is fine. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. That's fine. Did I still have that to sell? Yeah, let's sell that. We'll keep these storages. We won't sell those. Let's put those in there. Put some stuff in here. Where can I? There. Why couldn't I move this around? Okay, well, that seems alright, doesn't it? Cool. Alright, well, I think we're going to leave it here for this time. If I just come back out to Dreamland here. When we come back next time, we're going to head up to the casino and meet our contact and start planning this heist. Quite exciting to move on a bit with the story and head into something completely new. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Always interested to hear those. And if you've enjoyed this video as well, if you could hit that like button, that's always appreciated. Just as appreciated, if not more so, are our channel members as well for supporting Boring Dad Gaming. Great to have you guys on board, and if anyone else is interested in checking out memberships and getting earlier access to my videos, that would be absolutely incredible. But thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.